Hello. It's time once again for streaming. So, last week I finished up Mario vs. Donkey Kong, which means it's going to be a change in game. And today I'll be starting a game that probably won't take too long, just one or two sessions. This is Scarlet Hollow. So, Scarlet Hollow is a game by Abby Howard, who I'm familiar with her work from Junior Scientist Power Hour. She is just a general artist, good at arts, studied biology, which is also a pretty prominent element in Junior Scientist Power Hour, but also very good at horror as well. Which is also an element of that comedy webcomic at times. But yes, this released a while back. As you might have noticed, it's Scarlet Hollow Episode 1. The rest of the episodes were funded through Kickstarter, so those are going to be up when they're up, though you can play this for free. Episode 1 at least is free to play, so you can get started playing yourself if you want. I saw this a while back on Chirps and Devious Vacuum's Date Night stream, where they play visual novels, and I thought it looked pretty great, so I also backed the game because I wanted to see more of it. So now I'll be playing it for myself. With good reason for waiting, I would say. I did get the game, but held off on it for a bit because of one of the stretch goals, which was indeed met. We'll see that in a moment. But I was interested in how that would change up the game. So, Scarlet Hollow. The game itself, as you could probably guess, and as I've probably already said, horror visual novel. Let's see, so let's start it up and see one of the unique things about it, though not quite yet. We have to name first, which I usually prefer name last, but that's just me. So, I'm weird about self-inserts in games. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I will to a certain degree, but I think in this instance I'm not going to do a self-insert, so I have to come up with a character for this, but thankfully I did that pre-stream, so you don't have to worry about me mulling over what I'm going to do. But given the horror environment, I found a pretty good name for it. Pretty good name for the situation. Given what's going to happen, you can call it what you want, but I call it messing with a kid. You live in the city of... Oh, fuck. I forgot this was an element. Oh, no. No, I haven't prepared this. I just brought up the game to make sure it showed on stream. I live in the city of... Just name it after my Animal Crossing island, which was itself named after a Fire Emblem place, and that in itself was also named after a historical location, I think? I'm pretty sure Adrestia was based on something. I know Macedon is. Anyway, sure, Adrestia. So, select gender does not impact gameplay. That's not the unique thing I was talking about, but that is really rad. You can go he, him, they, them, she, her. It doesn't let you put your own pronouns in, but I figure kid's a pretty good they, them kind of name, right? Very, not ambiguous, androgynous, I would say. So, gonna go they, them. Now, here's the unique thing. So, 2 traits. The traits in this game affect some of your dialogue options. This, of course, being a visual novel, sometimes you will be asked things, your character will be able to say a thing. You will have a default set of things you can say or do. However, depending on what two traits you choose, you will also get different options on what you can say or do. So you have powerful build, strong, athletic, pinnacle of fitness, can shotgun a root beer in 3 seconds, so definitely coming in strong with comedy writing here. Mystical, strange and unusual, you see threads of reality in ways others cannot. Talk to animals, you can talk to animals, animals can talk to you, a gift and a curse. Street smart, smell BS, also good at BS, no door can hold you. Keen eye, observant, picks up on vibes, understands others' perspectives. Book smart, you know a lot of fun facts, research is your favorite activity, and straight A student. And then lastly, hot, attractive, charming, people want to either be with you or be you. Ain't that just how it is? So, the Chorps and Divac stream I watched, important thing to note, I believe they went with hot and book smart. I wanted to note that because hot is an incredibly powerful trait from what I saw. It was so useful throughout the whole thing. Book smart was less so, and at the time it kinda seemed like kind of the dickish option, but, if I remember correctly, one of the dev notes was actually that they changed book smarts, so that book smart is less of a prick and more just, oh hey, I know some shit. So they went from that kind of book smart to that kind of book smart, which is nice to know. Nice that they were able to change episode 1 a bit based on input from players so that they could do that sort of thing. Don't know how I don't think they'll be able to do that for later episodes, given, this was free to play and is the groundwork and the springboard for the other episodes. I feel like once you've springboarded into episode 2, you can't really change much at that point, so getting in some of the better choices while they can. The third important thing to note is the talk to animals trait. So, talk to animals was the stretch goal. Initially it was just these 6 skills, but then they added talk to animals because that was eventually funded, which is very nice. And I figured I definitely want to see how talk to animals changes the game, so I'm definitely going to choose that one. The other 2 traits, however, I figured were between Mystical and Keen Eye, because hot seems incredibly powerful, and I do want Kid to be hot, but I'm gonna be honest. I've seen it, and I want to see what the game is like without such a powerful trait to lean on. So, I figured Kid's probably just quiet weirdo who talks to animals, and Gift and a Curse describes that very well. 'Cause I mean, if you could just talk to a person's cat, what the fuck does that mean about you and how you interact with the world? Like, great, I can talk to cats. If anybody sees me do that actively, they're just gonna think I'm weird. Picks up on vibes was nice, but I think all around I'm just going to go all in on the weird ability traits, so Mystical will be my other one. Street Smart was also a strong contender. What if I just had a fucking... not necessarily criminal, doesn't have to be criminal, despite what this looks like and the fact that we lockpick all the time, doesn't necessarily mean criminal. Does mean we live life as though we are the rogue archetype, though. But yeah, Mystical is what I'm gonna go with. So, we start the game on a bus. Ah, dang, don't you just hate that? You actually manage to nearly get a nap in public transit, and it just fucks up. And then you're just left in this weird, loogie state where you are back in reality, sort of, but your body still wants to nap. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. Long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of her mother, your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So, we got a stranger here who is apparently talking to us the whole time. Apparently, getting jolted awake is actually what woke us up, not this guy. So, the world around us is cruel, not this weirdo. Oh god, those eyes. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I should note that this terrifying man is based off one of the Junior Scientist Power Hour strips, which in itself was based off an actual encounter Abby Howard and her partner had with a stranger at, I think, a bus depot. So, that's a thing to know, that this man is not just a creation of a writer. Oh, no, no, no. This man sort of exists in real life, and we just have to deal with that. You just have to deal with that knowledge. So, yeah, this line comes up, fucking pushing joggers into the harbor. So, we've got some dialogue options here. None of them involve our traits, though. So, kid just wakes up. This guy's just talking. I cannot roleplay a character who would say, hell yeah, sounds awesome. That's probably supposed to be sarcastic, but I couldn't even sarcasm. I think I would say, I would remain silent personally. Because normally that's my tactic to get people to stop talking to me, and it usually works. It won't with this man. Oh no, it never will. But we're just going to ask, wait, what? I mean, if you just push joggers, that would be one thing, but into the harbor? Sure, yeah, teen stuff, Yeah, you should probably listen to people, maybe. I mean, sheer technicality, I guess that's a hypocritical thing to say. But, like, you know, you're the exception. I cannot listen to you if I want. Oh, man, I hate it when you look at me with those eyes. Alright. So, from what I understand about the writing, this isn't one of those stat-based dialogue games that crop up every once in a while, in which, like, you have stats, so I could say threaten and it would fail, and then I wouldn't threaten. No, if you say you want to do the thing, you will do the thing. Oh, God. What is the thing that's least likely to get me serial killed right now? I mean, agreeing technically, but then you lose your soul. I will get short with him if he keeps going, but I feel we're just going to try to grin and bear it. Just, no, I don't feel that way. Please don't describe that. I have never wanted to kill anyone. Well, that's lovely. You're lovely. Is my stop soon? Honestly, I did say I would be short with him this time, but honestly, maybe him just going to New York instead is a mercy for everyone. Just what if you did, though? What if you did just leave? We're just gonna remain silent this time. You said awash in horror, but doing your best to keep a neutral face as this man admits he's thought about murdering the soon-to-be mother of his child. A child whose birth he is currently missing and considering ditching to go have fun in New York. And you know, terrible thing, but if he's gonna consider it, maybe he just should. First mystical option. I don't know how mystical Kid currently is. You know, they can definitely talk to animals. That is a thing they've done. But returning to my ancestral home would probably sound sarcastic to most people. I think this man would believe me. We're not going to do the hipster answer. We're just going to directly say we didn't tell him where we're headed, and we're going to continue not telling him where we're headed. I didn't. Ha ha. Yeah, certainly not something I considered. Oh, damn, he knows. Oh, let's get the fuck out of here. Just get off the bus. This is our stop. I also wanted to break my arms at the stop, so, like, it's a good opportunity. Yeah, you do that. Yeah, hopefully they didn't. Freedom. My life will improve considerably, I would say. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. Oh, no, please. The dripping is good for you. I wouldn't want to deprive you of it. Screw you and your peanuts, or eat the peanuts. No, thank you. I'm good. You put your hand up to say no. I'm not really hungry. Well, oh, peanut brine, those are words I like. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. I'm not... No. And just like that, you're alone, the stranger's peanuts soaking into the seats across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Almost there. Alright, so let's see the schedule. Arrives Monday at 11 a.m., departs Monday at 11:01 a.m. Not a great window. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. Well, the sign reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. But he does have to deal with the wet peanuts, so who's the real winner here? Oh, hello. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Oh, buddy. Oh, if only you saw the last person I had to speak to. You might think it's impossible for your frown to get worse, but oh, it doesn't. It could get worse. Alright, so we're here for a funeral. Let's give her our condolences. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Didn't take that very well, I guess. Probably heard it before, fair enough. Oh, what, you mean you don't like the depressing bus station? Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. So, dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so you probably want to do Explore unless you're speedrunning Scarlet Hollow. You know, I think I'm a little behind to get the world record, but hey, if you want to speedrun Scarlet Hollow Episode 1 Monday, probably want to skip Explore. So we could just remain silent. I forgot about that line. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? I appreciate that you don't have to choose this option. It does give you insight into your own situation. That you also have a dead mom, but, perhaps it is not the dialogue option you want to choose. I think we're gonna start with, have we ever actually met? Have we ever actually met before? I'm pretty sure this is the first time, right? And we still get that same bit of dialogue, past tense. I can sense a deep scar in our bloodline. Yeah, Dead Moms Club! Look, we still haven't gauged how cool either of us are with our respective mothers. Well, to be fair, Kid probably isn't too hung up on it since that dialogue option even exists at all, but I don't necessarily know if I want to know Tabitha or Tabitha wants to know me, but let's instead just explore, is there bad blood between us? I'm sorry, but is there bad blood between us? All I know is my mom left and she was mad at this side of the family. But I don't know much besides that. Your cousin stares ahead, her expression icy. Well, that sounds like it answers just about all we needed. So the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be 6 more episodes to get to that. Jeez, that's almost a whole week. You know, this is the kind of, I think, attitude that says, no, I don't need any help planning. It's already done. So let's try to lighten the mood, open the mood a little bit, see if a joke can land at all. Uh, Open casket, embalming, reception. Have you worked out all the details yet? Yep, as I thought. Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. Well, I mean, she's the one who brought us here, so, like, it would be weird if she didn't want us here at all, despite how icy she is, so... before we go with a joke, how are you holding up? Can we get an actual answer here? Ah, the mark of somebody who says fine. Good to hear. Oh boy. Jeez, this could have been awkward, huh? Alright, we gotta bridge the gap to the Dead Mom Club joke, so, you know you can talk to me, right? I know we only just met, but you know I went through something similar with my own mom, so if you ever need to vent her... Alright, well... Tabitha stares straight ahead, her expression tense and icy. Alright, well, make or break. Guess we're gonna go for it. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Your cousin turns to stare at you, an icy hatred in her eyes. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't. She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. Yeah, fair. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Hey, I saw that place on the title screen. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you, someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with anger burning beneath her words. She really wasn't fond of heights, and well, it just kinda got to her. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you, a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. As you enter, you're hit with a blast of dusty air. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and aches and moans of ancient floorboards as if the house itself sways in the wind. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna want to stay on the left side of the house. I mean, broken windows, kind of a deal breaker, but then there's, the abyss. Yeah, I mean, doesn't look like a great foundation right now. Alright, but is there like some, I don't know, discoloration where I can't walk? Is there like some visual hints? I love this so much. Oh god, the juxtaposition of some of these dialogue options is great. It's beautiful, or lie. It's beautiful. You really let this place go, huh? Let's not be condescending or rude, but also let's not pretend anybody wants to be here. So you live here? You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Alright, so gonna meet Janie in 2 episodes. Gotcha. Peanut butter and jelly. Do appreciate a good peanut butter and jelly in the ways that now that I'm no longer 10 years old, I get nothing from it. You just eat some sugar on some bread, and then you just regret it an hour later. Alright, well, no mac and cheese or ice cream. That's fair. So, some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. So... oh yes, and Loca's noticed the judgmental cat in the background. That cat is very much resembles Spoons. That's Abby Howard's cat, who is also the icon for this game. You can't see Spoons, but I can see Spoons, and Spoons is great. I do appreciate Spoons just down there, but this is like Spoons... I can't say evil version, because that's just Spoons. Spoons... who will ask you riddles 3 and definitely kill you if you get any wrong. Anyway, so I can feel nature reclaiming this place. Maybe a little rude. Apparently, since it's the mystical option, that's just like, hey, I know for a fact there's just gonna be a big old tree in the middle of this place, and after that, living vines. You are not gonna like that. They will reclaim this house and everything in it. Awesome, I love PB&J. That should also be a lie. Is there someone to buy food? Somewhere in town to buy food? What if I want ice cream? I mean, that kind of lines up with somewhere to buy food in town. And let's not insult the cleaning job, because, to be fair, I mean, it doesn't look super dusty in here. Whoever's cleaning is doing the best they can. It's just sometimes your best isn't good enough. So yeah, we're just gonna ask if there's anywhere in town to buy food. That seems pretty pragmatic, right? I feel Tabitha would appreciate that. I might want to eat something other than BB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? I mean, that works. Just eternal mac and cheese. General store? How very folksy. Well, let's be honest. We probably didn't budget for groceries this week. I don't think there's an option which will cause Tabitha to not want to kill us with a knife, but, you know, let's just acknowledge that, hey, I'm gonna need to do some side quests to get some money. Oh, I didn't actually budget for groceries this week. Yeah, it's, should have said I was from Traverse Town. Could have been used to this sort of thing. Yeah. You know what, let's just... Apparently this is an explore option, so... I don't like a lot of the other options. They seem a little too mean-spirited for what I'm going for. So, awesome, I love PB&J. How did you know it was one of my favorites? That smile can't be real. I won't read that text again. Because that was me actually responding to that. It just so happened the caption was the same. Oh, goodness. Well, that didn't explore much, but, I mean, look, I'm not currently seeing any living vines in this place, so I'm not going to mention nature reclaiming this place. I do want to talk to that cat, though, so what's next? Alright, what's next on the tour? Great. It's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. Neither of these are an explore option, though, so we're going to be drawn to the cat. Normally I would ask, is that your cat first, but no. We cannot risk going on in the story. We need to approach the cat. Oh my god. Frou Frou's a great cat name, and what a good cat. What a good cat. Oh no, it's a cat. It's a cat that speaks French, oh no! Or at least I think that's French. It's been years since I've taken any language courses, and unfortunately I'm extremely monolingual, and I was bad at all of my language courses. Maybe I could have figured out what the cat was saying if this were Italian. That's the most recent thing I took. Haven't taken French since middle school, but either way. Okay, so it is French. Good, you. Why do I ever bother talking to cats? Is the implication here that all cats speak French? Or just not or just non-English languages? God, yes. You know, let's keep trying. Okay, but can I pet you? Ah, okay, so you are bilingual then. I do like this judgmental French cat. Definitely speaks with a French accent. This is such a good pose! I do wish we had the option to pet or not pet, to prove that I would not pet this cat if they did not want me to pet the cat. You know, cat said no, I want to say explicitly that I won't pet the cat. Anyway, you once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Well, guess we're gonna piss in here. Ah, and horror lighting. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Everybody but especially murderers, or what? I like this bathroom. I mean, the explore option is here. This is... Look, alright, I'm not gonna insult the cleaning job in the kitchen. The kitchen was comparatively fine. This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen. You can practically hear Tabitha roll her eyes at you from the other side of the bathroom wall. Alright, well, I guess this place must have been so horrifying a maid's like, you cannot pay me enough to do this, but it would be nice if I got to use the nice bathroom. I'm not going to suggest that Tabitha can clean that. I mean, look, I want to respect Tabitha's boundaries, but like, I gotta know. Can I use your bathroom instead? Okay, well, uh, who uses this bathroom? Ah, guests, I see. Well, I can safely say I'll be your best guess. Also, quick question, is that wine or just gross toothbrush water? Either way, I'm glad it's not facing downwards, so are you sure this toilet works? Ah, yeah, water bills just mystically make the toilets work. Alright. But it's so crusty. Alright, let's not do an indignant sigh, so, like, we'll just remain silent. You silently stare at the monumental task in front of you. Well, we're not gonna get a better bathroom than this. Let's lift the toilet seats. Oh, good God. Scram, fellas, the jig is up! Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. I mean, well, we're just gonna piss, but toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. So, like, maybe we should have waited. The seat was bug infested, but, like, there's toilet paper nearby. There's plenty of toilet paper nearby. I'm sure with enough layers, there's a point where I could use this toilet without desperation, me in real life. Just have to pee, and that's it. No extended periods of use here. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Oh, this is actually kind of nice. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. Alright, never mind then. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. Well, guess we're gonna be catching that midnight bus that doesn't exist. This room is amazing! I like how you can say this room is amazing. That's not a lie. But you can also say, this room is nice, thank you. Well, you could say who used to sleep here. But I mean, I don't think this place gets many guests. I'm gonna say it seems a little. You spend a moment searching for the right word. Dusty. I'm just looking. Well, Gonna say, I'm just looking at that painting of the judgmental French lady. So, who used to sleep here, and did they die? I sense a heavy spiritual fog hanging over this room. People have died, haven't they? Oh, yeah, obviously. You know, when a house is old enough, it's just a murder house. It's safe to assume that. Well, I guess I'll start to get settled. well, I'll definitely go back to my room. I kind of like the judgmental French lady better than the judgmental guy with a very sad dog. Alright, some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths. So, sometimes you'll say a thing and it won't be immediately useful. Gotta think in the long term. We don't really need to know what to do while we're gone, while she's gone. She can't just take the day off. Probably not. Let's see, I could just ask why she's being such a jerk. Sure, you are okay. Let's just start with, where are you going? Hold on a sec. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just had to be asked about dinner things because fish wasn't thawed. So, of course, she's going to work, but like, where though? Yeah, that's the main thing I want to know. What kind of work does she do? Ah, that kind of business, huh? Alright, so she's bitter that we got out of it. Oh, God. This is just a response to this. Kid is not that kind of person. Establishing this now. We are not saying hashtag girlboss out loud. I think at that point Tabitha would murder us. For real. Well, these are explore options. I kind of want to say that's kind of sad. I guess we'll say I didn't know we owned a coal mine. Or, a coal mine. Alright, well, that's fine. I'm happy with that. I don't want to say that's kind of sad in response to your family forfeited it, even though it's not a direct response to this, but like, let's say, can I come watch? Don't you ever think about things you could be doing with your life that might give you a better sense of purpose than running a coal mine? Oh. She actually looked genuinely sad there. Alright, well, she definitely can't take the day off. I think we've made that abundantly clear. So, let's just ask, are you sure you're doing okay? You seem kind of upset. Ah. That cut off the other options I was going to go for. That's fine, though. I guess it's better to just be reassuring than to, just drift towards fighting words. Alright, I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Alright, well, all these are explore options. Go straight to the forbidden wings of the estate. I mean, look, it's not like she's keeping a rose in a glass and she'll fucking die if all the petals fall off that rose. So, like, you know, I don't think we're in danger of discovering any secret like that. But, like, I don't know. She made a good case as to why we shouldn't go to the Forbidden Wings. Like, all I need to hear is, the floor will give out, and I'm like, fair enough. I have seen concrete proof of that. I don't need any more. Well, can Kid eat after just learning of the existence of wet peanuts? I think they can. A PB&J sounds great. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. PB&J won't help that much. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of the place. But the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, plates, and a knife. I mean, you should really use more than one knife for PB&J. Like, you don't want to get the peanut butter in the jelly jar. Alright, so... we can see about approaching Frou-Frou later. Frou-Frou is looking at me in a way that says, I have got claws and I will use them, so... I guess first things first, we'll go for plate, so search the cabinets. Ah, perfect. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware, and oddly enough, the utensils. Alright, plate and a butter knife, grab a bowl, examine the mug, examine the shot glass. Well, I mean, it's only shot glasses and mug, or only examining, so let's look at that mug. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock, NC. So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estates. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. Alright, and what about the shot glass? It reads, I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Pearl Ann, so it wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you'd heard from your mom, Pearl Ann wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. Oh god, do we want to be chaotic and get a bowl? I don't know, since the only other food is like ice cream and mac and cheese, I feel like that's directly challenging the only eat PB&J, so we'll be nice and get the plate and butter knife. I'm not going for a max chaos run here in Scarlet Hollow. If you want to be a huge jerk, you can go play the game. Again, it's free, wink wink nudge nudge. All you need now is some actual food. Also grab a bowl. You close the cabinet and look back at the rest of the kitchen. Alright, so let's go to the pantry and see if we can find some bread. So the mouse died away from the trap. That worries me more than anything else for some reason. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Alright, well, all we need to do is examine the mac and cheese. It's not like we're taking it. I just want to look at it. You pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen the brand before. Cook it for yourself, put it back, empty the box and stuff it with a dead mouse on the shelf. What the fuck? Again, not doing Max Chaos Run. What the hell? Why would I do that? We're just gonna put it back. Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and she already seems to not like you. You put the box back where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are. Alright, so let's take the bread, pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Hopefully not close to the yes-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One steps closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is some jelly and peanut butter. Alright, well, gotta get that peanut butter. The king of nut butters, and only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. All you need now is some jelly. Alright, yeah, so we've got our thing of GIF peanut butter. You close the pantry door as best you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Alright, so let's go to the fridge, get that jelly. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Examine old takeout. Well, technically speaking, she never did say anything about the takeout. Well, I mean, let's look at... Oh, good God, nope. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words, a liquefied mess wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. Oh god, don't eat it, what the fuck? Nope, not Max Chaos. Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by a deep primal disgust. You shove the container back in the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. Alright, well, let's see. I guess let's check the mayonnaise. You know, you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. You pick up the jar, its label flaking in your hand. It expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. Alright, well, let's just take the jelly. I mean, you've seen the rest of the fridge, right? We don't even get to check the milk, but, like, that can't be good either. Let's just leave her with her... Let's see, that says Banana Choco Chunk. Let's just leave her with her comfort food, which is literally her only comfort in her life. Just take the jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. This is the last ingredient you needed to make your PB&J. Time to close this fridge and get to work. No, we're not going to grab the ice cream. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Alright, well, we could search the fridge again. Check out the well... I mean, we're probably not that hungry anymore considering what we've witnessed. So, let's check out the garden. Let's look at that garden, though. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. You don't think you want to go out there after all. Are you even up to date on your tetanus shots? Alright, let's return to the kitchen. You close the door behind you and return to the kitchen. Alright, let's, well, that's not an explore option. That'll probably advance. Let's see how Frou-Frou's doing. Frou-Frou hisses at you as you draw near and remains firmly in place. You know what? Just this one time, I will respect you, Frou-Frou. Next time, however... Oh, you're getting a talking to. You back away from Frou-Frou, trying not to make any sudden movements. Well, now I'm definitely not listening to you, Frou-Frou. Frou-Frou's eyes remain fixed on you with palpable disdain. Alright, yeah, just make that PB&J with the judgment of a cat fixed on us. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. A job well done. I got an achievement for making this sandwich, god damn it. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. So, let's just look at the fridge again. You open the fridge, you already feel a deep urge to wash your hands. Okay, now. I was hoping I could just, remove that, takeout. Just, do her a service. Alright, so yeah, we're done here. Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Alright, so let's settle into our room. Now that you've finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink in deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Let's see. Check the closet, look at the window, examine the painting on the wall. Well, the nap is also an explore option, so let's look at the painting first. This must be an old relative of yours. Very old, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Marybelle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Alright, well, let's look at the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. Or at least you say you would. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the bird song. Yeah, you'd definitely do that. Just not right now. Thank you. I picked up on your tone before you even said it. Well, I mean, we can at least look at the closet, even though we have nothing to do with it. Ah, haunted doll. Perfect. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. I'm not touching that doll, I wish it said just observe the doll. I don't want to touch it, but you know what? This feels like it would lead to a mystical option that I'm curious about. Oh, of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. Okay, nope. We picked up a doll, but I guess it's not haunted. Otherwise, we absolutely would have gotten the worst vibes from it. You close the door behind you. and I would not put on spare clothes before taking a nap. Wait, I forget. Does spare clothes mean... Like, I think it just means, hey, you switch out clothing, but is that like a fucking another way to say pajama clothes? I don't know. I don't think it is. You immediately collapse onto the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Or so you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. Alright, well, let's change out clothes. I want to remove the stink of that bus guy. Hello, friend! You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry. Afraid! Hi, friend, no hurt. Let's see. I guess we're getting this option at all since we can talk to this animal. I mean, it's not my drawers. It is his drawers. Or their drawers, rather. Put clothes on top of a possum. Hi, friend. I know hurts. Afraid. Oh, what's your name, little guy? I'm Kid. Dustin! Dustin does indeed make me feel good. Hmm. I mean, they're not my drawers. These are Dustin's drawers. Well, I mean, let's make with a small talk. Let's let Dustin establish that he lives here. What are you doing in my drawers? Warm, dark. Yes! That moves stuff on. You know what? I doubt Dustin knows much about the human who lives here. Clothing nest! Clothing nest! You poor thing. You look cold in there. You gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. Dustin closes his mouth, somewhat more at ease than before, and looks up at you with his shiny black eyes. Dustin will remember this. Alright, good. Thank you, Telltale Games, Dustin. Your full name. You close the drawer, satisfied with yourself for a job well done. That's enough. It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. Yeah, you know what? Like I said, perfectly good reason not to investigate the forbidden wing of the estates. It will fall, and we will die, so we might as well head to town. Now that you're settled in, there's not much left for you to do here, other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. Finally, you made it back to town. The hauler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane. One of us will soon perish, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Dog! I mean, could be worse. I could smell like nut brine. I mean, we're not just gonna pet the dog without, asking first, so... let's talk to Gretchen. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Kid. Uh... I'm glad this is Gretchen's voice. I'm not dusty enough, but I have been in a dusty house. Lie? No. None of your business. Now, we'll introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Kid. Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'll help you make that happen, Gretchen. Oh, you should be worried about her. You should be very worried. I'm more interested in... I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I'm sorry, did I hear you right? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so... bubbly. Well... I mean, let's just ask. Is she always so... you know... I mean, we don't want to say she's not worth your time. Stella knows her better than I do, considering I just got here and met her for the first time. How long have you known her? Well, hey, look. I'll admit the cat's also prickly, but come on. we can all be friends here, right? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, and it should go without saying, but obviously Gretchen would not be saying anything at all other than, you know, barks and whatnot. But I do have the talk to animals trait, so that's changed a whole lot so far. Now we have a dog who can talk and not just a dog as a character. A talking dog? You must have met the Frou-Frou. I'm glad Frou-Frou goes by the Frou-Frou. I will pet her if it's the last thing I do. Ignore Gretchen lest Stella discover your quirk. We might wanna... Yeah, like... We don't want to look like a total weirdo, right? Oh, but look at that face. I'm sorry, Gretchen. I can't continue this conversation. You choose to ignore Gretchen's question, lest Stella discover your secret powers. Oh, this is absolutely new to me. I'm so glad that not only is this just the world's oldest dog, but it is the world's oldest dog out of spite. She will outlive Frou Frou if it's the last thing she does. So yeah, Gretchen was great without me, listening to her, but like, yeah, extra dialogue's amazing. Alright, well, all we've had is PB&J, so, The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with a comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Let's just get into the booth. This is one of those points at which hot is a really good stat to choose, or a really good trait, rather. Because you can just walk in here, and everybody will just think you're super great because you're so hot. I mean, Stella thinks we're attractive, so it's not as though we're unattractive, but like, kid could be hotter. This is hot enough that everyone's like, dang. Alright, so let's just quietly slide into the nearest booth, pretending that you didn't notice everyone in the diner gawking at you like they'd just seen Bigfoot. They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. I mean, look at this face and tell me that bacon is bad for dogs. Well, we don't have any money. Avery said she'd get us a biscuit, so... I mean, let's ask how much the coffee is. How much is the coffee? I mean, it's only $1. Surely, kid has at least $1 on their person, plus whatever it takes to get a biscuits. Sweet, I'll have a cup, thanks. And could you throw in a biscuit too? I hear they're really good. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Yeah, and I mean, if it weren't for the buses, I probably wouldn't be here so early. Ah, yeah, Sunday potluck. Love that funeral potluck. Is a funeral a good excuse to not bring anything to a potluck? Like, hey, I was just at a funeral, give me food. Expect none in return from me. Is the potluck a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? Oh, nice. You know, I'm glad the library's doing well. Hell yeah, religion sucks. Yeah, let's just go with this. I get that. I'm not much of a church-going persuasion myself. Heck yeah, hey. Yeah, that's pretty rad. I don't get an option to say that, but hey. Just a nice bit of dialogue from Stella. Just out of curiosity, is he having a child in another town? Did he push people into the harbor when he was a teen? Does he carry around a bag of boiled peanuts that are still wet? No clue. Honestly, I have no clue. Well, at least you have a non-strict boss. Who is yourself. I mean, Tabitha isn't quite self-employed. I'm pretty sure she runs things at the mines, but like, exact opposite case for her. No. Please explain the joke. I mean, I want to be between uproariously and a wooden laugh. Look, I've heard that one before. I don't want to be fake about it, though. Yeah, I get it. Sure you would have, Gretchen. Sure you would. Ah, dang, free biscuit. Nice. That just means I can buy a biscuit on a different day. What do I look like, a charity case? I mean, look, we've got an average wallet full of money. We don't have much. We're not going to turn down a free biscuit, especially since we're using $1 on coffee. It looks great. Here's a mystical bit of dialogue. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even know to taste it to know that it is good. Divinity given buttery form. So yes, every once in a while you will just get a thing for one of your traits, and in this case, because I am mystical, I didn't even need to taste the biscuit before knowing how amazing it was. You just pick up the biscuit and you know it is perfect. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspending in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Lie, I've had better. This is the best biscuit I've ever had, but that's not saying much. No, we're gonna say whoa. Whoa, this is a really good biscuit. Wow. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. What, she's famous? For what, though? For Mothman? Ah, Avery is here to aggressively advertise for you. How nice. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. My god, betrayal of the century. A YouTuber? Disgusting. How terrible, how awful, I feel betrayed. Can't believe I was talking to somebody and they were a YouTuber all along. You and everyone else. I mean, look, kid has to know what a YouTube is, right? What else is there to do in this world? Let's just ask what kind of videos she does. Cool. What kind of videos do you do? And yes, if you couldn't guess, she hunts cryptids. I mean, I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. Can I look back through... okay. History. So, I don't think our name has ever come up. Yeah, nobody's really mentioned kid's name, so... Wait, how did you know my name? Oh, well, that's nerve-wracking. I mean, not creepy, but, like, just weird. Oh no, who's talking? Oh, hold on a sec. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway. Oh no, who's been talking about me? I've never even met this side of the family. What do they even have to talk about? Oh no, that makes me feel worse. Oh, there's a slate, huh? Oh god, what was she saying about me? None of this is making me feel better. Ah yes, of course, the YouTube career. Oh, there's a controversial cryptid video. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Also, I really appreciate Scared into Woods. Haunted Ice Cream Parlor is also good. Oh, and of course there's Beats to Chill Study too, but some kind of animal. Is that a raccoon on a treadmill or something? Anyway. It was a mountain lion. I mean, Gretchen sounds pretty reliable. I mean, would this be an actual reveal, or would this be taken as sarcasm? I think we're gonna have to... We're in public, we don't need anybody knowing we can talk to dogs. But we also don't want to steal Gretchen's thunder, so we're gonna be on the lay-low. I'm gonna say this. Oh yeah, that's totally a dog. Or wait, is it a beaver? Hold on a second there. What is that? Ah yes, cryptid experts. Ah dang, you must have gotten like $1 for that one. It's unlimited coffee as long as you're sitting down. Ah yes, a fan of the capybara theory. Avery is quite cultured. Very powerful capybara. Yeah, everyone wants to see that for themselves. The skunk ape. My god. Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? I mean, we do talk to animals. Perhaps we've heard of the skunk ape through the grapevine. But, let's ask Stella about the skunk ape. Maybe we probably don't have nearly as good a picture of the skunk ape as Stella does, being the expert and all, so she should be telling us herself. What's a skunk ape? Like Bigfoot but smellier. Great. I don't want to be rude, though I do want to ask. Are you gonna? That depends. Are you gonna be there, Gretchen? I don't know about this YouTube thing, but I will protect Stella with all I can, especially from that cat, a damnable cat. Say no more. I'm in. Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. I mean, come on, dude. Skunk ape. You ever just have to sit there awkwardly while a conversation seems to get more and more depressing? Now's not the time, Gretchen. Hmm. Well, I mean, I feel like since these aren't explore options. Good. That's rude to say. We'll ask how Stella is. I feel like that answer will be tied in with this one. That is an explore option, but let's not make any assumptions. Let's just ask if Stella's okay. Are you okay? Ugh, haven't I met enough people already? Ugh. I've met like 3 people. God. Don't give me any more characters, please. Well, be polite and say, that'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. However, a few more lines. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. After all, it seems everyone in town has heard awful things about you from your now deceased aunts. You can't afford to leave a tip. Didn't leave a tip, you didn't even spend any money. I mean, we gotta leave a good tip. This isn't even about making a good first impression. I just really like that biscuit. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. And now you don't got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. That was supposed to be inconspicuous, Stella. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. Alright, and now that we have left, we are going to leave off on this shot. Because it's almost 7 o'clock, and while I would take it to 7, dinner's probably going to be soon-ish. We are ordering a pizza, which will probably be here soon, and this is as good a stopping point as I can think of. So let's save the game in an empty slot. We don't get to title it. That's a shame. Can't title the save slot What's Up, YouTube. So, yeah, got a bit of an intro to the town and sort of the tone of the game. Started with a very interesting character. And by interesting, I mean get me the heck out of here. Get me off of this bus. I will break all of my bones to get out of here. And we've got a little introduction to Scarlet Hollow, the town, as well as the game. But on next week's stream, it seems we're going to be joining our new friend Stella here for some cryptid hunting. So, yeah, we're gonna look for the skunk ape. Will we find the skunk ape? Probably not, but it'll be a fun time. You know, we can put helped out a YouTube cryptid hunter on our resume. In case we ever want to be a photographer or a camera person, gonna have this in the bag. And who knows, maybe this video will get so popular that Stella will make like $2 off of it. She has to have a Patreon, right? No way YouTube's getting her that good cryptid hunting money. But yes, that will be next time. So, see you all next week for more adventures with Kid and their new friends Scarlet and Gretchen, the dog, who has just a bitter rivalry with the cat who lives in the house we're staying at. I do look forward to seeing how that pans out. Gotta see that confrontation come to a head. At the very least, gotta bring up Gretchen while in the house. Maybe Dustin would like Gretchen. Anyway, I will stop rambling because otherwise I will continue doing that, just rambling about the little things in this game. So, yeah. See you next time. I can continue not shutting up about Scarlet Hollow on our next stream.